Good morning, welcome back. It's 4:44 here on our Monday. It's going to be a hot one. We have a heat advisory in effect starting at noon all the way into 7 p.m. But even this morning, it is certainly warm and muggy. Here's how we look hour by hour. High temperatures in the mid-90s. Feel like temperatures close to 110, and you might be the lucky one to get a cooling shower today. 30% chance of some downpours developing. And remember, these don't move very fast. They can dump some heavy rain for about 10 to 30 minutes or so. It's typically how long they last. Our heat index is going to hang out around 110 for the next few days. So there's no relief coming, and there's no relief coming really anytime soon, at least no nicer feeling weather. As we start to get into June, you know how this goes. Things just stay rough all the way into September oftentimes. They've come up with a new scale to really convey the messaging of heating, and we've found out that a number scale is really easy to understand, from a 0 not being any impact from the heat to a level 4. Today we're putting most of our area to level 3. That's fairly major heat, which means you can get heat illness fairly easy on days like this, especially if you're not cooling off at night. And this is about where we hang out every single day in the summertime. Often we're fluctuating between a level 4 and a level 3 heat outlook, and that's what we've got for today. Heat exhaustion, just a reminder on what these things are. Excessive sweating. If you're dizzy, you really need to wrap it up. Go inside, cool down, make sure you're drinking water, staying hydrated. Heat stroke, when you stop sweating, that's when you have major problems. Of course, your pulse maybe decreases, you get confused. These are all signs that you need to put an end to things if you're outside working, and make sure you head inside, make sure you're hydrating. And just a reminder, as we do get into a hot week here, temperatures overall, nothing record breaking, but it's hot. We're going to stay in the 90s for the next several days. We'll be in the lower 90s Thursday and Friday, and that dip right there is because our ridge is going to weaken ever so slightly by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That'll allow more pop-up showers and storms. So each day there's going to be a couple storms, but there's going to be more coverage as we head into the end of the week here. Now next week, yeah, that's a strong ridge. It gets even stronger and it's closer. So we might even be hotter across the south here as we head into the end of the weekend and into early next week. We're talking the first couple of days of July. It is going to be rather hot. The good news, we're not worried about the tropics right now. Just a quick update on what we're tracking. That feature we were watching in the Western Gulf, all that moisture has moved inland now, and overall no big expectations there. A big plume of Saharan dust is going to keep things in check in the Atlantic, but you see that right there? It's a fairly healthy tropical wave for late June, and this tropical wave and the associated moisture, let's track it. It's going to move into the Western Caribbean by the end of this week. Some models do show some lower pressure developing near the Yucatan by this weekend, but remember, we've got that big ridge right over us by the end of this weekend, which would probably steer whatever that may be into parts of the Yucatan and Mexico with that. So not really worried about anything in the tropics here locally for a while longer. So it looks like we're going to wrap up the month of June without any big problems in the tropics. We're just going to be watching for our daily chance for showers and storms. You can see a 30% the next few days, so a couple will pop up. They won't be for everyone though. Temperatures will be in the 90s. It will feel like around 108 to 110. That's your heat advisory criteria. And then once we're into the end of the week here with a better chance for some scattered storms popping, I think that's going to keep our temperatures mainly in the low 90s.